Hello everyone, Peter here, Piotr Fisner. Guys, so in this episode we will look into the power supply which I've opened. I didn't open from this side. I tried not to. And the only problem is that I was talking in the previous recording, but I don't know if you catch that or if you watch that at all. Probably you can open it with a petrol, because petrol let go the surface here, the glue. Yes, unfortunately I don't have any petrol at home, so my choice was to use my old-fashioned way. Yes, so I had to cut open here and then pull it apart. I've managed to do it. I didn't damage this side, it's only damage on this side, whereas it's not that bad. You can glue it and hot glue it, yes, as well, so it's okay. Now when you will take the meter, you can see that now. Yes, you can see that. Brilliant. Okay, so let me plug that in. It's in the shield, so that's okay. I can connect it on this forward mat to not get electrocuted. One sip of coffee, coffee, not coffee. And let's get the probe, red and black. So let's see if we will connect, like black is going on the sides and this is going inside, and you see point something volts, which is ridiculous. Yes, because we know if we will check it here, you can see that I'm one probe here and second here. Oh, that's not the one, sorry, I was touching the wrong one. We've got 19 volts, yes, so we know that the power supply is okay, but the cable somewhere, or the plug only, is faulty. So now we can disconnect this power here, and what we can do is we can literally cut it, because we've got new 5-pack. Although I didn't test it yet, I can risk it anyway because that's faulty anyway. So yeah, you can just cut it literally and we will see. Now inside it might be a resistor, and this resistor depends on the ohms inside this resistor. Depending on that size, a laptop will know what size of the charger is and will be able to adjust the power inside. So we will cut it quite close, but not on the plug. Now we can get the knife. Yes. Now we can roll it around to not make it too deep, because if it will go too deep, then automatically that won't help. Okay, I'm trying to pull it, believe me, I'm trying to pull it, and I did try not to go too deep. Oh, okay, that'll do. Now segregate them. Now we need to make sure always that the inside one is not connecting, because sometimes the single core can stay and can connect to the positive, so we want to avoid that. Now we don't need here a lot, we just need, like, in millimeters it will be 3 millimeters about. Oh, that was empty, so that might be the cause. Yeah, we don't need here a lot, because to be true, you'll see the inside of that plug. That's not a problem. Okay, anyways, so we can now test it. Yes, we can now plug it back into the power. Can switch on the meter. I won't be lifting this up, I think it's good enough to see. Now we can get this one on the side, this one inside. And we've got 1985, and that's positive, so that means inside this inner core is the plus, yes, and the outer core is minus. Now, to double check it, if you want to be just absolutely positive, then what you can do is you can check now here, because we've seen the gap was here made. I've cut it and it was empty. So this in theory should connect now. This should have connection. So we need to switch to ohms or to the beep, to the diode mode, continuity mode. Now we can insert one probe inside and can probe the inner one. And it's working fine, yes? And now the outer one, and that's working as well. So you see, so we've got this outer one and we try to probe the inner one. No, it doesn't work. The outer one, yes, good. And again here the inner one is inserted, and now again we will probe the outer one. Nothing. And the inner one, it is great. Yeah, want to make sure that yeah, okay. So this now is good, yes, but it's useless unless, yes, unless what we could do is we could cut it more here, take out more, and then try to solder it, yes, but that's our last option, yes. We will try to use the new one instead. So let's put it away and let's test now this. Okay. Sorry for my coughing. I put the laptop away. Why? Because I didn't want to damage anything. So now, how we can test it is by inserting this new plug inside the socket, and it fits well. I could buy the shorter one, but I wasn't sure if that shorter would be short enough. So now I see that probably it would be short enough, and I can ask customer if he wants the shorter one. Then automatically what does mean is that, you know, I can replace it for him. I won't charge extra for this, yes. Now there are two ways. Now we can test it by just ohms on the beep, yes. So we know that the black one, if we will plug into this, that should work on the outside, and it does, yes, it does beep. Now the red one, it shouldn't beep on this one, it should beep on the inner one, which is okay. So this is connecting well. In that case, we can put this whole connector back inside where it belongs, and then we can solder the new component on the end of this cable. So we can disconnect it. Oh, so no more power is, no more new power is transferred. Can put the meter away. Meter have done a good job, old but good. So here was okay, good. Okay, so the question is, can I lift it up as is, or I need to do some other magic tricks, because that hinge can be difficult to lift now, and it is difficult to lift, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, now back. Yay. Okay, so we've got it. Now I won't be closing this laptop yet. Okay, why I won't be closing? Because I want to test it and see if that will work fine for us. We can put the laptop on the side. So it is okay. Get another sip. That was the last sip, actually. Oh well. Houston got a problem, yes? So now, I'm a bit odd person. I'm not doing as other people are doing, at least, I mean, the people I know of. I'm using for this extra protective layer, which, to be true, I don't have to. And many people will say, no, you don't need to. And I say, yes, I don't need to, but I can. Now, what I meant by that is, if you have this, and that's soldered, you can then screw this one on, and that's okay. That's totally fine. But what to do to make it extra reliable? Because that's just, you know, soldering here, and that might not hold greatly, yes? So you might be saying, well, nothing, just neglect it. And I could neglect it, yes, but as I said, I'm not a normal person. So yeah, because I'm not normal, I'm getting this set of shrink tubing, yes, from Lidl for a few quid. I'm putting it on the side of it. As long as it holds, that's okay. And then I can just shrink it once it's there, yes. If this part here is too big and this doesn't want to go onto this, I'm cutting it. I'm taking another one and the smaller one, and I'm putting the smaller one first, and then I'm putting this one onto here. And why is that, you might be saying? Well, because then it's only 100% sure, then it's fine. So to save myself a hassle, yes, save myself a hassle, I'm picking the right size straight away. You see, like this, and I'm making sure that this is at least twice the size, at least. We don't need more than that, but twice the size is really okay. You can cut it. You can put this one away. Close this bait. And now what I'm doing is I'm inserting this first one. Yes, I know I'm exaggerating. I'm aware of that. But better safe than sorry, because nobody then is coming and complaining. And we've got everything sorted apart from this here. Okay, so now we need a lot of heat. Why? Because this is quite a bit of the metal. So you see, so it's metal. It won't catch that easily. So in order for it to grab it, we need to first foremost, yes, the first thing which we need to do is we need to shorten this distance. That's too big distance. Here, this white stuff is too big. Need to cut it. Oh, good. Now we need to sort of check it out. Like this, okay. Let's say it's okay. Would say still a bit too high. Okay, it's going to the black part, then that's fine. So we can now cut the white. Oh, and that's a bit too much, but that's okay. Now the problem now is that you can't hold it in your hands. It's so hot that it's impossible, and I don't know where I put my third hand. So yeah, either I will pause the recording, or I need to do it the way that it will work for us. What usually I'm doing is I'm first grabbing this one, the outer one, squeeze it, and trying to solder it as well. But this is really thick one. If it's really thick one, what I can do, because then you won't be able to screw that part on it. Let's put that on, because that seems to be okay now. Now what we can do is we can get few of those things, few cores, insert them inside. Yes, now we can squeeze it. Oh, come on, Peter, shame you on. Okay, it went out. That's why you don't want to go through. So now we can insert through the hole. Great. Now we can put this one through. Yes, yes, good, okay, very good. Too far, too far, too far. Okay, now it's okay. Now we can squeeze it. Okay. They are here. Now what it will do, it will hold me stable. This can go through here. I can solder it outside. Yes, because now it went through the hole outside and the back. And see, and it will fit. It's okay. It's good enough. But we still need to solder the plus and minus. So what we need is the strongest power in our soldering iron ore station. The strongest. I'll get the meter away because it's a tropical heat out of it when it's on the max settings. Everything should be prepared. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Now the max, okay, and the power on. Good. Okay, let it heat up. Let's get now flux. Ooh, my eyes. But that's okay. As long as it holds, that's fine. This plus has a hole, but believe it or not, it's too challenging to even think about putting this thick wire through that hole. To be true, if I've never done it in the past, I would have to do it under the microscope. But because I've done it a number of times in my life, I can afford not to. Okay. Now I know it will be a pain. I don't like those DC plugs, to be true, but what I would love to do is I would love to have them soldered here and then a bit of a wire and solder it this way, because then you can easily connect it and insulate it. And the way it's done here is just not always convenient. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put, because I've placed the flux already, now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to catch it. Okay, not too hot yet. One side is done, and the second side does it require more treatment? Okay, it does a bit. Okay, good, good. I'm happy with what I accomplished here. Again, I need to squeeze it because it moved. Okay. Now we need a bit of a flux here on this, and that's always a problem, because if you put too much of solder here, it automatically doesn't want to close. I've been there and I've done that, so believe me, trust me. Oh. And you shouldn't breathe when it's happening, because that's the okay, good, that's the poisonous fume. So try to breathe less when it's happening. Okay, I've soldered this. It is soldered. No plus connecting. So we can do the last test. We can disconnect the solder iron. Now put this one aside and get our meter. Now what we're trying to do here is we're trying to see if there's no short circuit in between them. So no beeping should be when you put one inside and one outside. Yes? Yes, no, the capacitor, it's okay. If it's growing, then that's fine. But one beep, you know, like a short beep, it's okay. But then you see I'm touching now and it doesn't go. Even if I would change the probe red on black and black on red, now that shouldn't be beeping. Okay, and it's not. Why it was beeping? It might be one single thread somewhere. Okay, now it's okay, now it's good. 477 and growing slowly. Yeah, 78. Jumping. Okay, okay, so it's growing because it's going down to 0. That's fine. Okay, so I'm happy with it. Yeah, let me double check. Nothing too close, nothing too close. Okay, we can try to just okay, it's going all the way along. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. What we can do now is we can switch to volts. We can plug that power supply in. You can see if there's a... Oh no. Yeah, there is 1885. Brilliant. Brilliant. So we've got it solved. Now the last part what we need is... No, not hot. Not hot. That's me. Okay, good. Now the last part what we need is this thermal thingy. Okay. Which as I've said, we don't need to, but I want to. I had just bad experiences in my life when doing them. That's why I'm doing it this way. So first I'm putting this small one here, and I need to pause to get a open fire. Yes, I could use my hot air station, that's correct. If you thought about it, that's brilliant, because that's what I could do. But I don't want to switch on this for only small work. Okay, so that's the first step, which is actually enough. But, you know, I'm different. So, because I'm different, we've got extra layer. So yes, just the lighter from the kitchen will do. Oh, gas is running out or what? Would I really have to go and top it up? I want to go and top it up right now. I want to finish this job. Doesn't want to shrink on the ends. Everything else have shrinked properly, but that part. Anyways, I'm happy to leave it this way. Shrink wrapped, so ow! Yeah, I know, I burned myself. Smart me. So anyways, we got it, it's working. Now the test, the final test, which is needed with a laptop. Let's put these tools away. Knife. Okay, before doing anything, I've got a mess which has to go on the floor. I don't have a bin here. I don't want to go to the bin. Voila, brilliant. Yes. Now we can plug that in. Brilliant. Great, awesome, nailed it. Now we see the charging light. Ba-ba-boom. It's a charging light. If we will disconnect it, no charging light. If we, whoa, what I've done. And no power. That's not good. That's not good. But why by... I think I know why. Yeah. So guys, you see, although I've done all the job right, unfortunately we don't have a good power supply. I'll have to look into this power supply, even if that's a fuse or something simple, or we need a new power supply. But in order to look inside it, I need to probably desolder. Yeah, I need to desolder it. So yeah, the first thing which could go off would be this fuse here. And I don't have a small screwdriver now even. Oh well, we had a good power supply and this power supply died. No fun when these things are happening like that, because you're positive that you will give it back to the customer. You're so happy, you know, oh, I'm giving this to the customer, it's one job off, done, yes, completed. Unfortunately, that won't be happening until I either will fix it or get this power supply. So let's get the diode mode. Okay, so we know that the power is coming in because the fuse is good. Yes, the fuse didn't blow. If the fuse didn't blow, what did blow? No, this side doesn't want to fit, so it will be the other side. Oh, come on, you cheeky monkey. Cheeky little monkey. Oh, literally. I'll have to first take out the fuse, which I can use bigger screwdriver for, and then I can insert first the fuse into the holder, and then I can, oh, now I can insert it here. Okay, so the next step will be to desolder the shield, yes, because we don't know what it is. So switch off this one, we can switch on the soldering iron. We got this. Okay, this power cable can stay, it's not an issue. Oh, you see, not always you can just fix stuff. That's what I was saying about 50% of chance when you're dealing with these devices. You just can't guarantee yourself always a fix. No can do. That's a big metal, so that can absorb the heat slowly. Might take me ages. Oh no, actually no, excusez-moi. Get this. Okay, one side. Same here, quite easy. 60 watts is full power, full potential. Okay, I can't get it out. Got different angle of it. You go underneath. Now it gets warmer. Oh, you little, come off. How to lift it up? I couldn't do it on this side. Maybe I need to try it. There are capacitors or something. Maybe no. Okay, I'll try to lift it this way. Don't know if I will be able. Okay, don't know if that's good enough. Where's my thumb? Now this I don't understand how it's made. but for sure not to make my life easier. Okay, that shield is trying to go off, but it's just starting, it doesn't mean it went off. Oh, that didn't desolder completely. Oh, now it did. Okay, are we there yet? Now we there yet. Yeah, now we there. Okay. So now the shield is going off. We can't touch it. Keep in mind, we can't touch it with our bare fingers. If we will do, yes, we might end up with a shock, electric shock. So what it is here? Oh no, it's glued. It's glued to the. Okay, I need to risk it for a biscuit. You'll hear weird noises. That's mean I've touched something which I shouldn't in the first place. Okay, so the top case will be the banded one. And yeah, so now we can see where the power is coming in, and we can disconnect the soldering iron. We can check, only you can't see properly what I'm doing, which is not fair with you. Okay. How to do it? I could do it a bit closer. I don't know if that would help. Or partially yes, but you can see, I'd say. Yes. Now we need 230 volts, so 750 will be, because we will enter through here, which we're not aware yet where. Okay, so brown here, and the blue, it's here. Okay, so this should be here. Okay. 240, good. So now this is the main part of the power supply, yes, and that's a secondary part here. The question is, you know, if we get in a current to the second part, so we would have to go component by component, which I would like to speed up. Bridge rectifier is here, I see. Only the question is, do we have a power to here? No, we don't. No, we don't. Okay, so where the power is going? See, the problem is with them, with these wide ones. It's quite difficult for me to. Now the energy is accumulated in the capacitors, yes, so now it's not a time to touch it. But again, if I want, then yeah, I'll show you. Here the capacitor can hold still. Oh wow, look, it's going down to 0. Brilliant. 36 down to 0. 100 down to 0. 40 down to 0. 69 down to 0. Okay, okay, good. Yeah, that's the one. but then again, need to get rid of this thingy now. I still don't want to touch it. And there is some energy, you see, inside it. I don't think, because it will take me some time to get rid of it, so I think I'll pause the recording. I'll get rid of most of it, and then I can unpause the recording, because to be true, it will be quite challenging to check everything while not have it uncovered. So yeah, I'll just pause the video. Okay guys, so I did close the door. Become warm. I had to take off my sweatshirt. What I want to say is I've removed the most of this part. I left this part because we don't know what's wrong, so we can just literally plug it in. I found this PSU, believe it or not, for 30 pounds and some pence. I've sent it to the customer as well, and I've asked him what you want to do with it, because to be true, I don't think it's worth to fix it. I can still fix it. I can use it for like spares, or I can use it for the customer which will come and there will be some issue with there. Then I can replace this part. But at the end of the day, even if I'll fix it, it's open, and now with this and this issue, and that it was open, I don't think it's start to lose the point where it's worth to fix. Yes, as I said, I'll still try to fix it. So yeah, and I think I've got a bridge rectifier here. Last one more. No, one more. Wow, and one more. Okay. So yeah, so we did have the 230 here, as far as I'm aware. Yes, 240. Sorry, 246. Okay. Now this one is next going for these components here, and that's going to the capacitor, this huge capacitor here. Which is weird that it doesn't have the okay, that shouldn't have the, yeah, exactly, that should be on the AC. Oh no, on the DC it's 378. Okay, so that's going in. Now the question is where the current is not going in anymore. Here, 190. Okay, so we've got the power in. Now the question is, do we have a power out? Yes, we do have power out. Okay, so the issue is on the secondary winding. It's not on the first winding, which is to the mains. So we can literally grab it here. Nope, that's 20 volts. That's 20 volts. And that's 20 volts. So to be true, I've got no idea why this short-circuited, and I don't need to replace any components. Which is weird to be true. Now I will plug that in, and it is charging. So the protection which is built in inside it actually worked. Why and how it worked, I don't know, but it had a delay. Okay, off, and again. Okay, now I can't show you, sorry, I can't show you because there would be some maybe data of the customer. But I want to see if this laptop will show me that the power supply is like abnormal, yes? Because usually it's a message in the right bottom corner on Windows that the power supply has issues. So, yeah, okay. What is showing? Come on, come on, come on. Okay, so for now I don't see customer data, so that's fine. But I want to. It's still loading, so it's using the hard drive, not the NVMe. Yeah, it's still grinding the HDD. That's not good. Operating system should be only on NVMe or SSD, in this case NVMe. It should have nothing to do with the how you call it, with the HDD. Okay, but okay, now it is. Power, easy access internet. I could crack the password. Okay, that's not a problem. But the only problem is that I'm not entitled, so I can't. And because of that, I can't check the charging. I'll write to the customer that I've done everything and that the laptop is working. I'll switch it off as well. Shut down anyway. So it is working, guys. I thought I have to solder some components, but as we've seen, the power was coming in, which I couldn't check originally. Sorry, you don't see. Oh, okay, you won't see. It'll be easier if I'll put you here. So anyway, as we've seen, I couldn't test it properly because some of this was covered with this layer here. It's for anti-vibrations and maybe making it a bit quieter. What I've seen people replacing it with is a hot glue gun. Yes, hot glue. And nobody was complaining till yet, so I'm doing it the same way. I don't have any foams, and to be true, it's non-conductive, so it's okay. So I'm happy with it. So I'll do the same way here. I will put my hot glue on it. I'll assemble it fully because that's just few screws, so no value for you. We've checked by removing this white bit of the mainboard of the PSU that actually we've got power. So the protective layer kicked in, switch off the PSU, yes, and then what happened after some time, it let go. It's not instant let go, it's in time, yes. So I'll need to write to the customer to not order that PSU. Yeah, it is charging. It is okay, doesn't show any messages, so I can call it a fix. So we've got gaming laptop. I don't know what the model is here, but you've got in the title as a fully fixed laptop. As you see, this thermal thingy is extra strong comparing to, you know, just having this screwed in. Believe me, it's a huge difference because now there are two layers here, yes, the smaller one which holds only onto this and here, and then the top layer, the outer one, holds everything together. So this is much more stable, yes. So that's the way to go, guys. That's how I'm doing it. I've learned it myself. Nobody taught me that. It's just that I was using these DC connectors, and then what's happened was that I fixed that and it went off, like faulty again, yes. Fixed that and it went off. And so I found that the cable, when moving here, it's not that stable. So the soldering, although it's a good quality soldering, yes, because you use flax, and flax is mixed with a solder, yes, and the flax is touching the surface. So in that case, you know, you've done the quality job. But I found that after some time of using it, if it's not done like that, it's just failing. So you've got a good example how to do it the right way, yes? So if you watch this video, thumbs up for you, not only for me. So okay, one for me and one for you, because now you know how to improve. And if you don't believe me, yes, get 2 of them, you know, like buy 5-pack or something, and apply to any devices you have, even by, you know, like extending the cable, putting plus minus, insulated, and use it, and you'll see that with thermal shrink wrap, you know, you'll see that it's far better and lasting for much longer than without it. That's why, you know, you get a great value from this video. I'm happy that I've recorded actually, and unfortunately I didn't have to remove all the stuff from this PSU, but usually the self-protection is working quite quickly. So I can plug it off, plug it back in, and it's working. Whereas here I plug it off and I plug it in and I couldn't see the current, yes, it didn't go. So I start to scrub it, and then when I scrubbed it, unfortunately it then show up. So you see, sometimes we fix things, sometimes we destroy things, but I'm happy how it ended up, and customer can save up 30 quid plus the delivery charge and some pence. Okay guys, thank you, that's me, job done. I'm calling it a fix, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.